We'd stay together now until forever. Just us, just us. Said we wouldn't be like all the others, fight and hurt each other. Not us, not us. But we let each other down, 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 down. Yeah, we let each other down, 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 down. This shouldn't be us. What came between us? When did we become like them? We weren't supposed to break up, but it's too late to make up. Don't know if my heart will mend. No, this should not be us, not be us, not be us. This should not be us, not be us, not be us. Remember when we thought that we were better than all of the others? Just us, just us. Said we wouldn't let things come between us. Let love rule, not beat us. Not us, not us. But we let each other down, 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 down. Yeah, we let each other down, 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 down.
Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of the Unedited Podcast. I am your host, Andre Jaho, with my co host, Lydia Banks. How are you, Lydia? Oh, I think there's a delay. Y'all know how live streaming goes, y'all. Y'all know how live streaming goes, y'all. We lost Lydia. Well, right now we have Kenya Ortega, our special guest. How are you, Kenya?
Hi, I'm doing good. How
All
are
right.
you?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for being a part of this live stream tonight. We're gonna bring Lydia right back on. All
Okay.
right, Lydia. Lydia, how you doing? You all right? Everything
Yes,
good?
yes.
Everything's
All
good.
right, all right, all right. Yes, we are your hosts, Andre Jaho and Lydia Banks, the Unedited Podcast, right here on Black News Undisputed. And we have, we want to welcome Kenya Ortega. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm
Yes,
excited.
we are.
I'm
Yes,
excited.
I am super excited to have you here with us on this episode 2 of the Unedited Podcast. All right, guys. So let's get down to business. Well, I'll wait 60 seconds. If you're in the comments, leave us a comment. Let us know that you are watching the Unedited Podcast. Let us know where you're watching from. We're going to give you 60 seconds to do that. And then we are going to get this show on the road. And I've already shared the stream with some people. And I'm sure Lydia has shared the
I
stream with
did.
some people. All right. We are getting some comments already. All right. Let's see who's there. Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Pastor.
Hi, Pastor.
Welcome
Apostle.
back. Welcome back, Pastor. We remember you from I remember you from last week. Thank you so much for joining us again. Really appreciate you being here. And William Bell, thank you again. Thank you for being here.
Yes, let's
Yes.
get
Hey,
into
Will.
it.
And who else we got here? All right. Hello,
Hey,
Shauna.
Shauna.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
joining us.
tuning in.
Right. Yes. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate all of the viewers that are coming on.
Okay.
Yes, Apostle.
Okay,
Let
get
them
it
know.
right,
Yes,
Apostle.
yes, Apostle.
Obviously, she's just talking about the ladies because I'm like underdressed.
Thank you.
Y'all both looking stunning over there. I
Thank
need to go change my shirt. I'll be right back. Yes. But we are going to get into the show. You are watching the unedited podcast. All right, guys. So we are going to get into this show with some hot topics. Take it away, Lydia.
Okay, so I want to talk about this COVID-19 lockdown in California. It just happened last night, Sunday night. How is everyone feeling about that? I don't know. Like, what is coming with this world? I feel like it's always an agenda, a program, something
For
is
sure.
going on.
For sure. For the people that are woke, you know what's going on. You know,
Yes.
for the people that are still asleep, it's time to wake up, y'all, because
Please wake up, y'all.
it's more than just COVID at this point. You know, COVID is just kind of like the icing on the cake, just to kind of distract us. But you know, it's a hidden agenda for sure, in my opinion.
I agree. I feel like it's an agenda. I feel like, they like we're guinea pigs in this science project, and everyone is,
Right.
just following accord to like the program and the agenda. Like I feel like people just sleep. They're not aware like there's more going on in this world,
Right.
like way beyond.
Yeah, exactly. COVID is serious though. Like, I don't think a lot of people are taking this thing serious enough, and um, I mean,
I
we
mean,
have
I
to be careful.
I, I do agree with you. I'm just thinking like things in the past history has taught us, like even smallpox, the Ebola virus, the flu, even the flu. Many people
Right.
die with cases with the flu. I'm not saying COVID is not serious. I really do believe it's real. I just think there's other things going on where we could focus elsewhere, because I feel like if you get it under control, if people follow guidelines and protocols and everything like that, then it wouldn't be as big of an issue. But like I said, I feel like it's a agenda. You see it on TV, you see it on the commercials, you see it when you
Right.
walk out to the store, you see it you see it everywhere. So it's just like, to me, it's like that's not to be the main focus of what's really behind the agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Brian said this is his type of topic.
Yes, Brian,
So
what you have
yeah,
to
what are
say,
your thoughts,
Brian?
Brian? Tell
What's
us
your
what you think
thoughts?
about it.
Yes.
And then William said it's man made.
Exactly.
It is.
Exactly.
It sure is.
Joan Fajan is watching. Thank you so much for
Yes.
joining
Hey,
us.
Auntie Joan.
Auntie Joan,
Auntie
hello.
Joan. But like,
I totally agree. COVID is serious, but what are we being distracted from?
I feel like we being distracted. Like, I feel like race is bringing up a lot. That's dividing lines. I think that's a political issue that has been repeated constantly in any political campaign. I feel like people are just not understanding like the awareness of what's going on. There's other natural remedies. There's other things you could get out of your own household kitchen that will help build your immune system. I feel like people just constantly like, oh my God, COVID. Oh, the cases are going up, COVID. But who's really saying those numbers are true?
Right.
Like I said, it's an agenda. So to me, it's an agenda. Let me rephrase that. To me, it's an agenda for the simple fact, like, I feel like they trying to have a sense of control, like people not realizing they're giving up their rights without even knowing they're giving up their rights.
Pastor,
Exactly.
Pastor said, "Why are we being isolated from each other?"
Exactly. Exactly.
A lot of people haven't even asked themselves why we're
Like you don't go around family members anymore because of COVID. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like no one is really interacting. You don't even see, people are scared to hug each other now. A simple act of hugging.
Yep. And I'm a hugger, all right. I love hugging.
Like just a simple act of hugging. Like, come on, like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, it's very weird not to be affectionate with, what I'm saying, with like people that like that you don't live with. People that live together, it's okay. I think people are used to still being affectionate with their loved ones at home. But when you go to church or you go somewhere and people might look at you weird or people give you the elbow, I'm like,
Like those shaking hands, like it's no
yeah,
mannerism. Like it was like wow. Like it's just like seeing the world now. It's just like wow, like wow. Like, this is what it comes down to.
I got something to say, or I got something to add to that, though. I
Mhm.
think it's all in how you see it, really, because there's a lot of people living in fear of COVID that don't even leave their houses, that don't even, want to hug nobody because they're so afraid of this virus that is going to catch them, or they're going, I don't know, but I feel that whoever it is that I'm around, God is going to protect me, watch over me,
Exactly.
regardless of who it is that I'm around, wherever I'm at, I'm protected by all means. So, I mean, I understand COVID is something serious, to the world, but to me, when you just living in faith, certain things just don't phase.
Ooh, yes. Living in faith, taking that leap, that jump. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we got a comment, a long post right here from Brian Side. My friend in Florida went to take the test with his wife, and it took too long to even get get tested, so they left. A few days later, they got a phone call telling them that they needed to isolate because they tested positive for COVID, but they never even took the test.
That's exactly
That's the
my
whole point right there.
point.
See,
Like, so how we know if
stuff
the
like that.
numbers are real? That right there, it's a gender. Like, it's they, and like Kenya said, I'm gonna add on to Kenya. It's they putting that fear mechanism in them. It's they planting that seed. It only takes a seed. Even in the Bible say a mustard seed of faith could go a long way. So imagine a seed of fear and how people's mental status being isolated from loved ones,
They want
nature,
people out
natural
there.
things that
Come
give
on,
us
Lydia.
like energy. Like, seriously, like I just be I know I'm getting excited about it, but it's just like it's so frustrating sometimes because I'd be like, guys, like, please open your eyes, research. Like, it's more than COVID. Like, it's more than COVID. It's more than
Exactly.
COVID.
Right.
Exactly.
It's a lot of things going on in the world that is not talked about because of COVID. Constantly, you're being programmed without even knowing you're being programmed. It's on your commercials. Like, to me, they're prepping for vaccinations. You see that on commercial. Oh, please donate. If you tested positive, come in. Let's see these antibodies. Like, they really don't have any known symptoms. Like, they can really tell you don't even know like conditions to even go with. So I'm just like, people are just it's like it's literally like they're planting that seed of fear and people don't know how to do it, and they face the fact that one is man-made, so it's not doesn't come from God. That's the problem with man nowadays. They're trying to be God. They're trying to create a creation which if we try to do it, what destruction.
Yep, exactly.
Amen. God has not given
Amen,
us the spirit
John.
of fear
Amen,
at
John.
all. Amen. I agree. And that's why I don't walk by it. I have to use my spirit guide. I know where my source comes from.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That says
That
that's
is crazy.
crazy.
That is crazy.
Amen. Living in faith. I agree, Shauna. I agree. Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
How about the positive negative? They got a new story every day, not talking from taken from COVID.
Exactly.
Oh, right. Exactly.
Exactly.
It's a distraction. That's what
It's
I'm
a
saying.
straight
Like
distraction.
the
From
media
the
is
election, from what's really going on, like everything that's going on outside this world. There's so much stuff going on. Like, so much stuff like people don't read like nowadays. It's just like, oh, whatever the news tell me is true.
it's not. And let me tell you,
That's what it say. That's
thanks
the program.
to Barack Obama, you guys can go look it up if you think I'm lying. But he did pass the law where it's okay to advertise fake propaganda, meaning that the news can lie to us legally. Okay.
Oh
Okay,
gosh.
seriously. It's fake news nowadays. A lot of fake news.
Yeah, that's what Donald Trump like to say, right? Fake news.
Well, I'm sometimes like I said, in 2020 you have to have that open vision. I feel like you need to stay prayed up, ask God for the spirit discernment, because that's the only way to me you could really see through everything.
Right.
Like, you have to look into a different like lens nowadays, because it's even when it comes to relationships, people, family, job, business, like you have to look at things totally different now.
I agree with you. You got to look at things definitely with an open eye because nowadays, the time that we're living in, people think that we're looking or we're choosing a side because we see through certain things or we see clear as day, but as some people might not. about the lies that are being told in this world and certain things that are going on. They want us to believe, what it is that is being put out there. So I just believe that, you can have your own opinion. That doesn't mean you're siding with the person. That just means you're seeing right from wrong.
Yep, exactly. William Bell says, it's man. We have been falsely informed from the beginning.
And then like this is not the first scenario. That's what I'm saying. It's throughout the years, but I feel like people are waking up slowly, but I feel like they need to like wake up. get out this hypnosis, like snap out of it, like wake up.
Yep. Gotta use your common sense.
Sure do.
Walk by faith and not by sight.
Amen.
Yeah. Let me see. They shut down. No, go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about it, Brian. Let's talk about that. No, that's, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Because ask yourselves, why are they shutting down churches before they decide to shut down Walmart?
I don't.
This is the time that we should be praying, you guys. This is the time where we should be getting together, regardless of COVID and everything. This is the time where we have to unite and be together and come together as the body of God. Yep. But that's exactly what they want to do. They want to divide. They want us to isolate ourselves, fall into depression, fall into things, lose ourselves, not know what's going on. I'm telling you, it's a hidden agenda for real.
It's a hidden agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Exactly. Like, why did you close the churches? You closed the churches, but down here, okay, I'm in North Carolina. You close churches, but the ABC store is open. So you go to add on to their depression. You want to add on, like, you want people to drink and not be, when you drink, like when you drinking and get drunk, up here, your mental state is not there. You're not like focused. You don't have the mental capacity to even think. You completely shut down. So like you leave that open, but we keeping churches closed.
Exactly.
We keeping churches closed.
I want to know in the comments what people think about that. I just want to know. Like, I just want to know what people got to say about that, because I know I can't be the only one, or we can't be the only ones,
that feels this way.
That feel that way.
Brian says, I still haven't seen an article saying people got sick from going to Walmart or even Disney World. And I went to Disney World and it was packed. See? Bryant.
Thank you, Brian, because you're inside. Like, that's exactly what but that's my point. Like, people are not living anymore. They're living in fear, but they're not living anymore. You're not making memories. You're not doing anything.
Yep, exactly.
What I said?
It said churches are running in fear. She has like the running emoji. Contrary to the word of God.
Exactly.
Like, people read your Bible, build your faith. Like, even if, like, I know people know that there is a divine person or a divine being, something divine. Like, I know y'all experience life trauma, experience where you be like, how did I make it? Like, you have to, like, you it's like there's no way you cannot, like, know that there is a God. So I'm just like, if that's the case, and the Bible says, if we pray and come together,
that's right.
Like, things change. And even in Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham asked God if he find 10 people that are righteous, he will save that city. You couldn't even find one, but the fact that even if he found one person, God said he would save that city. So to me, like, if that's the case, like, why are we not praying for the change? Why people are running in fear and not really thinking, like, going back to what we know? Because everyone, I know anyone in the world, you have to heard something about God somewhere, some point in your life. Like, you had to. Even if you don't believe or not, it was brought to you. It was brought to your attention. So I'm just understanding, like backstory.
Get to know.
Or, true or false.
Exactly. Brian also said, Lydia, stop. I'm logging off. This is too much truth right here.
I mean, the truth hurts sometimes. It gets real on this unedited.
Unedited.
And Shona says, I feel like that's a part of the agenda to force people to lose faith in church.
I agree.
You're exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Like something that I thought about, like when they talk about the end times, and I'm sure everybody saw those movies about, Left Behind and everything, when they talked about the Antichrist and everything. And people, after like when those things started happening, like it's stuff that's happening right now, and people were hiding to have church. You know what I'm saying? They were
That's
hiding in
right.
the basement and doing that kind of stuff. So the fact that they're saying, what I'm saying, I bet you, I guarantee, well, I'm not going to guarantee, but I'm going to make a bet that they will say if you're not vaccine that you cannot go to worship. You know what I'm saying? They're probably gonna say in order to go to church, you're gonna have to be vaccinated. They're
I,
they're
Listen,
already
I
they're
wouldn't
already
be
doing it.
surprised.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't be
Because
surprised.
it's really all about good and evil at the end of the
It's
day.
a
There's
spiritual
good
warfare.
and evil, and that's exactly what is trying to run this country right here. The
Yeah.
world at that. It's all about good versus evil.
It's
And of course,
spiritual
Exactly.
warfare. Spiritual warfare going
that's
on.
right.
Literally.
Yep. Exactly.
Thank you, Shauna.
And then Brian says, alcohol messes up your immune system also over time. Trust me, I know. LOL. But they made sure those stores stayed open during the lockdown.
That's right.
Exactly.
It's all about the dollar,
It's all
dollar,
about the
dollar.
money.
That's it.
Exactly. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I read all those books. It is very close to truth. Yes, Pastor.
It's very close. I really feel like these are definitely the end of days. This is definitely leading up to Jesus coming back again. I really see it. It's very visual. Like everything that's going on is done in perfect timing. Like it's just very aware. Coin shortage. Like, come on now.
Mm.
Like now it's coin shortage. Like they want us to be more technology savvy, using the chip, using this. Like they trying to get rid of the dollar.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be a cashless
Cash, yeah,
world from
definitely.
the time before we know it.
It's a lot of things losing value. People are not aware of.
Yep.
Who would thought gold is losing value? Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Who would
Yeah.
think
But
that? Like,
now they got the Bitcoin now. So
yeah.
it seems like the Bitcoin is gonna be taken over. But that's another thing that I know there's some employment, some big corporations that have already started putting chips in people.
Mm.
Have you
Oh,
heard about
I
that?
feel like they've been doing that for years now too. As far as like they started with babies, like giving
Yeah.
parents to see permission just to see like how. So, like I said, like I feel like everything is like we're guinea pigs, and whoever the higher up is in the science or whatever.
Yeah.
I call it the 1%.
Yeah.
Their
Exactly.
science project.
Yep. Exactly.
The ones that we don't see or hear about, the ones that are the puppet masters.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. All right, so on to the next story. There's a vaccine mandate that's possible to start in Canada. I was looking at an article and a video. The video's too large for me to play here. I don't want to get copyrighted anyway for it. But they're basically saying that in Canada, once the vaccine comes, if you do not get the vaccine, then you will be restricted to do certain things, and that might be what's going to happen with us here in the U.S. What do you think about that?
Uh, I feel like okay, the way because I did see that video and I looked at it. I feel like how they're doing it, how they wording it is the simple fact like they're not making it mandatory, but they are like giving like where it's to the point where you have to take it because they're taking and saying like, oh, you can't work, you can't go, if you have a business, you can't open your business. Like they're trying to take the livelihood. So like to me, I agree. Like I feel like it might happen in the US, but I feel like it's not gonna happen as soon as we think it's gonna happen.
Right, right, right.
Like I
And
feel like with the US, they're gonna have to baby step because a lot of people are becoming more aware.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it'll be as easy in the US as it will in other countries.
I don't know about that. I honestly feel that it's probably going to come sooner than what we think. That's probably exactly what they want us to think, is to feel that
Hmm.
it's going to come, baby steps or slowly approach the
Oh,
US.
it's
I feel that
definitely.
they're already in the works of setting that up, where you hear different things that you don't even know what to believe. Like, um some are saying that if you choose not to get vaccinated, they're taking you to a camp. Like, what do you mean you're taking us to a camp if we decide not to get vaccinated? How many vaccines are there available to people that choose not to get them? But with this certain vaccine, you're getting sent to a camp.
That's
yeah,
that's
exactly.
crazy. And then I'm just like, we have flu shots for years, and that was not mandatory. So I was like, to me, like, why people, so quick to jump for the COVID like vaccination? One, it's not 100%. It's not a cure. You
No.
never know. Like when you take the vaccine, are you gonna live or die? Like it's just like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like why people are just like so quick to be like, oh okay, like let's do it. Like let's go in and let's do this. Like I don't know. I just don't get that. With everything that's going on with or everything that you see, even like the news listen, like I said, there's no common symptom that they can actually say like, oh, you have COVID. There's no common, like no symptom that pinpoint that you have COVID. So like how can people be so quick to be like, oh, let me go ahead and take this vaccination shot just because this and that? Like, oh, just because the government says like, oh, this is that's gonna give you that sense of security. Like it's still no sense of security. It's they actually to me vaccines they actually pitting it in you for your antibodies to build antibodies, your immune system to build the antibodies to fight against it. So how if your body can really take that or not? So to me, that's just another way of them trying to you know
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
us or get rid of us.
yep,
Mm.
exactly.
Decrease population.
See, that's crazy right there.
Yep, yeah, yeah. Brian says they already have a card set up that we will have to carry around to prove that we have been vaccinated. And yeah, those FEMA camps are ready.
Yeah, they've been ready. I agree. They've been ready.
Yeah, but
They've been doing this for years. Like this is nothing that, like I said, is an agenda that's being pushed.
yeah, but the thing that bothers me is that, what I'm saying, they want us to take this vaccination so bad, but they refuse to put us on a proper lockdown. You know what I'm saying? If they would have put us on a lockdown for like 2 months straight with restriction, don't let nobody do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because even the day that Joe Biden was elected, was nominated when he won the electoral vote, that was a Saturday. I usually go to Brooklyn to take my children to music. People were partying in the streets in large numbers. Okay, no mask on. It's like it's not. I mean, if they really wanted to, what I'm saying, they could really lock this thing down properly. But no, they just want us to do the vaccine. And remember, the vaccine's not free. Okay, they might give it to us for free, but somebody's paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And ask yourself too, like why are they not making it like head news whenever the election was going on? Like you heard nothing. I heard personally nothing about
Me
COVID
neither.
when the election was going on. Nobody was talking numbers. Nobody was saying, "Oh, we're increasing." It was till after the fact
And people were
that
still
they started
dying.
saying that numbers started increasing. We're going into another lockdown or shutdown. Excuse me. Um, it just like it's funny how sometimes that becomes like the main source of news, and then next thing you know, here's another topic. But I feel like it's all like that was really a distraction. Like that's
Yeah,
just how I feel.
yeah, exactly. Patrick says, especially those who work in the medical field, I feel they're going to force them to take it. Those in frontline jobs, this is going to mess up so many people. Yep,
I agree.
exactly.
I agree.
They could
Exactly.
possibly, like, yeah, like people could possibly even lose their job just to the fact
I
that
was
they
just thinking
don't
that.
want to
Yeah.
take it. Like they could work in the medical field and not agree with anything, or want to take that vaccine. They have that choice if they want to or not, but it's gonna come attached with something else. It's either you take it or you lose your job.
Yeah. Yep. But we will see. We will wait and see what is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I encourage everybody to continue to watch the news, follow the current events, and especially right here on Black News Undisputed, we will be keeping you informed.
Yes.
When the numbers go up, when things go crazy, we'll have some graphics on the next episodes just to, give you guys some more context of the
But who's
seriousness
saying the
of it.
numbers are real though? That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, if they say it going up, I'm just gonna go by that. I'm
oh,
gonna make sure I wear my mask. I'm a social distance. If that's what they saying, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna play around with it. Yeah, I think the numbers are screwed up because there's so many people that have not taken, actually not taken the test. You know what I'm saying? I probably have it. So it could be way more that have it, or it could be way less. We
but you
don't
gotta
know.
remember, this is a business. I'm not trying to be funny, but like,
Hmm.
I have heard people that work in the hospitals that have said
Mm-hmm.
from their mouths that have said they pit people that didn't die, like didn't have no symptoms of COVID, nothing doing with dealing with COVID, but they put them as COVID, as a COVID case, saying that they're have COVID because of money. They get paid more when that
Right.
happens. So who's saying,
Right,
like I was saying, who's saying the numbers are real?
right, right. Exactly. Somebody has a heart attack. They die of a heart attack, but on the death certificate it says COVID-19.
COVID.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. It's a business. People keep on forgetting the medical field is a business.
Exactly. Exactly. Miss Warren Russell says they were talking about it during the elections and were alternately about social distancing at the polling stations. That is why there was no convention as well. But one thing that I noticed when I went to vote, there was no social distancing on the lines at all.
At
I know that.
all. See, that's what I'm saying.
Not
That's what they're probably
like zero.
saying. That's what they want you to believe, but uh, to be real, that's not what's happening.
No, at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, yeah. And William says I completely agree. We need a real lockdown. Everybody talks about this, but going out on our family vacations and taking trips and not wearing masks and not taking it serious themselves, but talking about FEMA camps, but their actions are leading us there. Yeah, because they said over 5 million people traveled during Thanksgiving. 5 million people got on an airplane or in their car and drove somewhere instead of staying there but in the house.
Mm.
I mean,
Mm.
Right.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I mean, I could leave that alone. Okay.
I mean, if you're going up the block, okay. If you're going maybe across town, you're going somewhere local. But if you're getting on a plane or you're driving 200-300 miles to go somewhere, it's like no, I don't get it.
Like, I'm gonna leave that alone. I am. I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
All right, on to the
But
next
because
topic.
me,
Okay.
I got mixed feelings. That's the only reason I'm just saying I got mixed feelings when it comes to that. I agree people
Yeah.
should follow protocol. But I just got mixed feelings when it comes to that.
Well, I'm not editing this, so say it. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, as far as like, because I have family in New York. Like, I'm from New York.
Mm.
Majority of my family is in New York. So, like, if I want to go to New York, and New York is like a hot spot right now for COVID. So it's
Yeah.
just like if I want to go travel to New York and see my family, like my grandmother's up there, like both my grandmothers up there. I have aunts up there. Like I have family members up there. So if I want to travel, like who's to say? Like right? Shout out to my saying. So it's like, I get we're like as humans, I said we have feelings. I get like people are acting on how they feel and how, it's just a high level of emotion right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking like, yeah, when you travel, just follow protocol. Like, do what you have to do, wash your hands, stuff like that. But I feel like I understand people can't live in fear. Like, people just trying to make memories while they can. Because, like I said, this day and age, like, time is like way too short to just, not continue to make memories. Not like, why live in fear? Why can't you see your family members? Why can't you travel? If they're allowing you to travel, I just get like, people are just ignorant and not doing what they're supposed to do. But I get it. That's why I said I have mixed feelings when it comes to that.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Kenya. Let's talk immigration reform.
Okay. Well, don't. By the way, I don't know. I don't want nobody to fact check me or anything, but just I can only speak off of my experience. What I've seen my family go through, um, and relatives that I've seen go through it as well. Luckily enough, luckily enough, I've been blessed to help out my family, as far as my mom and my dad, because they did immigrate from Mexico to the States maybe over 35 years ago, for the betterment of their family. At the time, they had 4 children, and decided to come over to the States, illegally, and, for a better life. So that
Hmm.
means, they had to sacrifice leaving their kids, to come here. And I was I'm actually the first generation to be born here in the States. So I was actually I'm in the process now of helping my mother out to, become legally documented in the States. So, um, it's just a lot that Hispanics, Latinos go through to come here. And the fact that, like, reforms and certain laws have been made, and kids being separated from their families, which we've heard about, where kids are being encaged or ripped apart from families. Like, it's terrible, because you come here for a whole, like, vision. You see your life a completely different way. Like, I can only speak from my family's point of view, because that was to get ahead in life, for them to make sure that them and their families are getting ahead in life.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
And when you come, you don't expect to want to lose a child, or have your child disappear, or know that your child is encaged. It's just, a lot of people don't even make it. It's people that will cross the river, cross the desert, that don't even make it here, that they will literally risk their lives to come here. So I'm not going to say 100% of them come here, for that reason. There are some people that have given us a bad name, that, have gotten themselves into trouble for whatever, one is going through, or, just losing themselves. But not everybody is like that. And I can only speak on, my experience and what I've lived with my family, what I've been told, what they lived through. So that's my opinion on the situation.
Okay, Lydia.
It's sad, like I said, to me, with everything that's going on. And even during that time, I thought that was like a little suspicious, because, like, with the kids
Yeah.
being separated from their families and everything that's going on with kids trafficking and all that other nonsense. I don't want to get too deep, but
That's definitely one of the
that
reasons
to
there,
me was
though.
like another like agenda to me, as far
For
as like
sure.
an easy way for them to get kids, separate kids from parents. Okay, I'm gonna put you over here, sell you off, and like I that's how I feel in my spirit. That's my opinion. I just think it was just another
Yes,
setup for another, just a whole nother situation
for sure. And,
that's
like, I felt
deeper.
like I was having this conversation with you guys earlier too, like how it used to be back in the day, where, they weren't so hard on Hispanic folks, for being here in the States. They You would get sent back to your country if it was a federal offense. If you had committed a federal crime, you were getting sent back. But now it's just like any kind of violation, as far as no ID, no license, speeding. you can get sent for the smallest thing back to your country. For you risked so much to come here, and just like that, you you're sent back. And people really don't understand like the type of environments that Hispanic culture goes through back in, back where they're from. It's tough. It's tough. I've never lived it. I've personally never lived it, but I know so many people that say, that they get away from that life to come here because they want better, and they want better for their family. They want to get away from that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's really sad, when I first heard about these children being separated from their parents, I thought about my kids. You know what I'm saying? And African Americans have one set of problems with dying at the hands of police, or being abused, you know what I'm saying? Being judged just by the color of our skin. But when you rip away my children, you know what I'm saying? I sympathize with anybody that has their children taken away, especially nobody deserves that. Okay?
Nobody.
So
Nobody at
that
all.
really pisses me off, you know what I'm saying? Joy Ann Reid from MSNBC actually visited one of these camps, and I just want you to hear real quick what she had to say about her encounter visiting one of these camps. Take a look.
Can I just say, I went to Tornillo, which is one of the places that they held children. These were children who had come unaccompanied, and they were basically in a prison camp. Yeah. It looked like a literal prison camp, and I had nightmares myself of having looked into the eyes of these little kids who didn't know who we were. They didn't know if we were there to steal them, to help them, to save them. They had no idea who we were. We weren't allowed to talk to them other than being able to say, buenos dias, ¿cómo estás? That's it. You couldn't ask them any questions. You'd get thrown out. But the fear and the terror and the drawings that were in the place where they slept, which were bunks that looked like military barrack bunks. And there was one little child who had drawn a picture that essentially looked like the crucifixion. These were little kids. And the idea that they're well taken care of, the people who ran that place actually opposed the policy. They weren't even into the policy, didn't even approve of the policy. There were only 10 medical beds there. So if COVID broke out there's going to be a lot of kids that got sick. They even said that it was an abomination to have it. And they, at the time, told us, and Jacob Soboroff was there as well. We specifically, and I specifically asked, one of my questions was, how are you going to reunite those kids with their parents? And they said, well, we have an A number. There's an A number on the child, and there's an A number on the kid, and on the parent. That was a lie. That was a lie. We now know from Jacob's reporting, from lots of other reporting, from KQED, which is there were two Latino reporters from KQED, which is a PBS outlet. They lied. They never had a plan to give these kids back. They took breastfeeding kids from their parents and never had a plan to give them back.
And we learned tonight with the part that you're talking about.
That
All right.
That right there just tells you what's like. Do you not think that there's something deeper going on with why they chose to do that?
I don't know why they chose to do it, but it's wrong. It's abominable. It's an abomination. It is crap. You know what I'm saying? It's that's the worst thing you could do is take someone's child, because I don't care how damn racist you are. You could be the biggest racist scum piece of whatever. It doesn't matter. If somebody messes with your kids, you're gonna feel that, unless you just have no heart for your kid, because there are parents that have kids and they abuse their kids and they only birth kids to get money from the government and they don't give a damn. Okay, so there are people like that, but for the most part, everybody loves their kids. You know what I'm saying? You hold a baby in your belly, you ladies, for 9 months. You bond with that baby. You know what I'm saying? And somebody's gonna take your child. I don't care who the hell you are. I don't care. You the president of the United States. I have no respect for this guy. I have no respect for this man. That could be my kids. I could go travel to another country for whatever reason, and just because I'm black, you know what I'm saying? Because they could be Trump supporters in another country and they got power, and I'm black, and they want to just mess with me and take my kids from me. And what am I going to do if they got me locked up? That's what they did. They locked up everybody. You have no power. I don't care how strong you think you are. Once they lock you up and they separate you, you're like powerless. And then these kids are going to be scarred for the rest of their life. That's what people don't understand. You're creating monsters because if these same kids that are some of them were like 6 months old. You know what I'm saying?
And
The
you
one,
said like breastfeeding. I was like, wow, like
yeah,
breastfeeding kids, like kids that are still breastfeeding, and you take them away from their mother. Like that was just like wow.
That's how you know you're
right.
dealing with people that just really don't care.
Yeah, yeah, but my last point is a child that already knew of their mother and had a relationship with their mother, like maybe 10, 11, 12. That child is going to grow up and be a monster because you created a monster. You ripped them from the only parents they knew, and God knows what they're putting in these kids' heads. And if they want to go out and be menaces to society, whose fault is that? You know what I'm saying? And I can't even imagine how these parents are feeling right now. Every day thinking about their babies. It's sad.
It
It is.
is. It is. It's something that I feel like as a mother, like I can't. I have no choice but to sympathize. With. I couldn't imagine. Going through that or what I would do if if I was in a situation like that. Honestly, it's something that my heart really goes out to those parents.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And they're in the comments, that's completely unacceptable to take children from their parents. Exactly.
It is.
An
Yes.
abomination.
Exactly.
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 Exactly. Like she said, they had no plans to return or reunite them. They had no
Exactly.
plans. Shame on them. Shame on those people. Shame on them. Let me full screen this real quick. Let me get real close. Let me get real close. Shame. If you're watching, tag them. Shame on the government. Okay? Shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad.
Shame. It is a damn shame.
It's like I said, it's definitely an agenda that is deeper. That's definitely deeper. Even
Definitely
hearing her
deeper.
how she was talking, she was telling like even the drawings, their drawings. I'm like, so sis, what were they drawing? Explain on them drawings, because like now I want to see what the kids' image of what they're going through. What's that image really looking like?
It was
No.
not. It was not sunshine and rainbows. I know
No,
that.
it's definitely not that. But that's what I'm saying. She couldn't even. She's saying drawings, but she couldn't even talk on the drawings. She was just like, it was just like seeing even the drawings was like it hit her hard for her to even bring that up. So I'm just like, what did you see?
Right. Did you peep during that interview, like how those other people that was sitting right beside her was looking at her sideways, like she was saying something she wasn't supposed to be saying, but she was speaking on it. She was speaking on it on national television. Like that was something
Yeah.
that she knew in her heart that was dead wrong. And here they are just looking at her sideways.
Exactly.
They want us to believe one thing, but really it's something else. It's deeper, like you said, it's way deeper.
It's way deeper. It's always something deeper.
Yep. Exactly.
And that's like
Exactly.
to me, that was like what during the time with all that Pizzagate
stuff
going on and everything with Hillary Clinton and Biden and like all everybody. So it's just like that's a whole nother conversation. But I just feel like that's just like a lot. Exactly. Exactly. Like seriously. So I'm just like for me it's like something beyond. Like people don't realize. Like
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Dr. Souza Smallwood says none of them at all. Shame on the U.S. president. $1.45 and all involved. And yep, $1.45. He's all about his money. That's all Trump cares about is his money. He don't care about his family. He don't care about nobody. Rudy Giuliani. I just found out today that Rudy Giuliani tested positive for COVID.
I did see something about. I didn't read into it, but I did see that.
Well, I mean, you've never seen Rudy Giuliani with a mask on. I know I haven't. And he looks at people sideways that wear them. So, I mean, just saying, these foolish people can keep following Trump into the grave or to the jail cell. They can keep doing it. You remember Herman Cain? Herman Cain, you know what I'm saying? Black man, he killed
Right,
himself.
right. I agree, right. We not.
Brian
We
is
not.
low.
We not. We're gonna leave that up. Another subject. That's another show.
Yep.
No, but like my whole okay. But see how you speak on COVID, I'm just saying like I get what you're saying,
Hmm.
but like the mask too to me breaks down the immune system. Like I get like you have to do certain stuff, but like if we're supposed to breathe out the toxic to give it to carbon dioxide to the plants and get our oxygen, what are we're putting all that bacteria, fumes, dust, all that stuff that mass taking out throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like you're still breaking down your immune system. So that's what I said, like what I was saying earlier, even with the you really don't have a known symptom to say like, okay, this is that. People have allergies. People have asthma. Like there's other things. Like you get what I'm saying, that what people would consider a common cold. Like so like it's just
No,
like
I
like when it comes to COVID, it's just confusing. There's no real facts. Like it's no real facts at all. Like at all. If you want to be honest, like there's really no real facts.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. Okay, Brian. We need you on the show,
Brian, no.
Brian.
It's good to know that it's people out here that do know though. It's people out here that are knowledgeable in knowing like what's really going on. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you, Brian.
Yeah. And for those that don't know, Brian does host with me sometimes. So we will have you on, Brian, to get your input on a future episode of the Unedited Podcast.
We can talk about Pizzagate.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be a hot topic.
That would be a hot topic for real.
Next week on Hot Topics, Pizzagate.
That would be a hot topic for real. But that goes deep. Okay.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
People
All
feelings
right.
might get hurt.
Huh?
I said people feelings might get hurt. Like the reality, like is that real or fake news? Like that's where people have to be have
Exactly.
an open mind. But research, guys, is on the internet.
Yep. Yep. Do your research. Do your
Google
research.
is on the internet.
Yep.
Just
Google
research.
it. Google it. Yes, sir, brother Sean. What's up, man? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us tonight for the Unedited Podcast, man. Appreciate you being on. All right, guys. We are going to move on.
Your mic went out.
Yeah.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
I can't hear you. Technical difficulty, guys. Thanks for being patient.
I do like your hair and makeup though, Liv.
Go ahead, do your promo.
Okay. Well,
Kenya's gonna do her promo.
Yes. Okay. So for the people that may not know, I do makeup services. I also do weddings, quinceañeras, big events, big parties. As far as makeup, These are my new lip glosses. I just came out with my hydrating lip glosses. I have several shades. They are so hydrating, you guys. They're not sticky. They literally leave your lips like just feeling like if your lips literally, you guys, I'm not just saying this because this is my product, but on the days where my lips are just crusty, like I will put on a lip scrub, put on my lip gloss, and I'm literally set for the day. Like it's hydrating. It has natural oils as far as vitamin E, coconut oil, castor oil. Um, yes, it's awesome. And
Yes,
it's
I love it.
products. I hand make my lip glosses.
Yes.
Get yours, guys.
I love So Glossy.
Yes, I love it.
I love So Glossy.
Also, too, right here you have my 2-in-1 eyeliner, my glue liner. So it's a adhesive that can help you with your lashes. It's also in the color black. I only have available as of right now. I am working on a translucent one as well, but this for right now is what we have, and this is the black glue liner. So literally you do not need lash glue. All you need is to put on your eyeliner, stick it up there, and it's smudge proof, waterproof, everything proof. It's awesome, you guys.
Okay, add it to the Christmas list.
Yes. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, great.
Yes, and that's her again right there, guys. Yes, and this is my lip mask for the cold weather right now. I know I'm not the only one with my lips cracking, but this is awesome whenever you just want to rejuvenate your lips. Do a lip scrub, throw this lip mask on, and put on your lip gloss. It's gonna make your lips feel so hydrating, so like you're gonna live.
She said, "Kristen, no." Yes, get that lip mask.
I gotta keep it real, Apostle. I gotta keep it real. Sometimes I have those days my lips do be a little crusty. I'm sorry.
All right. Y'all can hear me now, right? I don't know what happened.
I can hear you. We can hear you now.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, I can
Sometimes,
hear you.
yeah, when you're live streaming, folks, you have technical difficulties. It's just a part of the job, so I apologize.
Yes.
All right, so now we are going to get into our there's one story that I wanted to talk to you guys about. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys a picture. There's viewer discretion advised, please.
Wait, before you get started.
Okay. Yep.
Get started.
Yep. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Before you get started.
Yes.
So Kenya, so you say you have personalized gift bags and stuff for the holidays, like lashes and everything.
You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because
Thank you. Like bring that up.
I'm so sorry. I'm rushing y'all. I'm sorry.
Yes. You're fine, Andre.
Okay.
That whole audio thing messed me up.
I do want to. I'm gonna get up for this section, okay, you guys. Hold on. I need you guys just bear with me 1 second. But I do have my personalized gift bag.
Yes.
I don't know if you can see it. This light is a little bright, but I do just want to show you. This is one style of our lashes right here. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are my favorite. Those are trophy.
These are trophy.
Yes.
I love trophy, you guys. I got different
it.
styles for all of my ladies that love lashes. I have 7 different styles, you guys. I also have, this is our lip mask right here. And also to our lip glosses. You see, I got a couple right here.
Oh, they do. They look very hydrating. They do.
They-
Like
This. I'm not lying when I said
I know
they
that.
are. They are
I
hydrating.
am so glossy. Like I said, that's my gloss.
And then this is just the look in person of the liner. It is very sparkly. It has little encrusted, I don't know what you would say, stones.
That looks really nice.
That would
Yeah.
look so pretty on your vanity, and literally just
That thing is iced out.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, need some sunglasses looking at that.
Yes.
Yes, guys, these are my personalized bags for the holidays. I know everybody is trying to get gift bags, so I literally will personalize it with my gift bags, my wrapping. I put a lot of effort and love into my products. I love what I do. Um, yeah, that's all I can say. I'm very passionate about my business. I love it, and I just love to see people love what it is that I'm putting out there.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Great. 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 And if someone wanted to make an order, how can they make an order?
You can go on my Facebook page. As of right now, I do not have a website, you guys. I am working on that. But for right now, I am just taking messages, DMs. If you personally know me, you can text message me. And I do accept both Apple Pay, Cash App, Cash. Oh, yep, there go the Cash App. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, I do also ship as well. I do ship out if you're not here locally in my area. I do ship.
All right. Sounds like a plan. It sounds good.
Yes.
Make sure you support Kenya, guys. Make sure that you support this young lady. All right, guys.
Yes. She's passionate.
We have to support one another. All right. We have to support one another. All right. We give our money to everybody else. Come on.
I know we giving it to the rich, to the that's already rich. Come on, so it's time to just show love to the people that you know want to get ahead in life, want to be better, want to do better. It's coming from a place of love. Like when you support a small business, I've seen this comment before. It says when you support a brand, an industry, you're supporting that brand. But when you support a small business, you're helping somebody's dream come true.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a good word right there.
Yes.
That makes a lot of sense because sometimes people have a brand, but they only have the brand because it's all about them. They're not really trying to help
It's about
nobody.
the money. It's about
Yep.
the money. But when like it's a small business, you really like you you sympathize, like you feel good that somebody is supporting what it is that you're trying to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Kenya, for that. We will definitely be supporting you here at Black News Undisputed, and
Thank you.
we will be running these ads. I have the video footage now, so I can just take it, and I will edit that so I can cut it out of the show, and we can play that on other episodes. All right?
Yes, I appreciate
Got to get that money, you know?
it.
Always.
Because people don't understand, even the equipment, it costs money, okay? It's
It
not
does.
free for you to just have all these products. You know, you have to pay for it some kind of way. So come on, guys, let's do it. Help us out. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I wanted to just bring this last story, and then we will get into our next segment. Well, this next segment, though, I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but sometimes we have to talk about serious topics at times. And there is a young man. Okay. The question is, who is Quaywan Charles? Okay. I'm sure everybody's familiar with Emmett Till, the young man that was killed because a white woman said that he whistled at her, and he lost his life. It was terrible. She finally did admit to that it was a lie, but she did not face any repercussions for that. No justice was served for that, even though it was many years ago.
Mm.
All right. So who is Quaywan Charles? All right. I'm just gonna read a little bio from theuncut.com. All right. Quaywan Bobby Charles is a quiet 15-year-old who loved the outdoors and his dog. I have a dog. This could have been my son. Okay, that's what I think about when I hear of these stories. Okay, his mother said my baby went missing in rural Louisiana on October 30th. His body was discovered days later in a sugarcane field 20 miles from his home. The sheriff's department told his family that the boy had drowned. Um, That's all they had to say. There is video footage. I'm not gonna play the video footage of him being he was taken away from some people, some very bad people. But I want everybody to just brace yourself. If you have children, please brace yourself. Don't let the kids watch this unless you know allow them to see the realness that we're about to show you on the screen. But this young man lost his life in a brutal way, and this happened in 2020. So it's a shame that this stuff like this is still happening. It's really upsetting. I have kids. This could have been my son. This could have been someone's daughter. This could have been any one of us. It could have been me. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's really sad. All right.
Oh my gosh.
My God.
So Quayon Charles lost his life to
Oh
some
my
sick.
gosh. I'm sorry, like I was not expecting that. Like, oh my goodness. Like I wasn't expecting that.
This young man lost his life to some sick people. Okay.
Wow.
His family calls the claim. They call it bogus that he only drowned. That's what they say. You know what I'm saying? It's crap. He did not just drown. He was murdered. Okay.
As you can see.
That you can see. There's no way he drowned. Oh my goodness.
He was murdered.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
His
goodness.
mouth is deformed.
my-
Like his
Yeah.
skin. Yeah.
Yeah. He was murdered. There's no justice that has been served for this young man's death. And I'm sorry if I've upset anyone by putting that on the screen, but this is reality. We talk about COVID. We talk people are unemployed. We're talking about, you know what I'm saying, even us as Christians, we talk about going to church to praise the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We talk about all of these things, but this is real right here, okay? This is as real as it's gonna get. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Even when you look at people like Bolton John, the African American man that was killed by a white police officer that thought she went into the wrong apartment. She went into the wrong apartment, thought it was her apartment, and she shot him while he was in his underwear eating ice cream. That man was a Christian. He sang on the praise team. He was a man of God. He was saved. So sometimes it don't matter. It don't matter. We gotta be mindful that this could happen at any time. Okay, he was minding his business, no record, never been arrested. They want to talk about George Floyd. Oh, he was on drugs. He had a record. So what? Nobody deserves to die like that.
Not like that.
So
And then what about redemption? People keep on forgetting, like, y'all casting stones instead of looking in the mirror and casting it on yourself. So, like, that's sad. He was only 15. And, like, in his pictures, he looked like a sweet boy. On the other end, he, like you said, the mother's like he was quiet. So, that's just...
quiet with the dog.
I'm really, like, wow. Like, I'm speechless right now because I did not expect to see, like, that picture, like that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I was ready for that either.
Like, I don't even know what
just
to
goes
say
show
right
you
now.
that everything it is that we've been talking about today, like, there's a lot of evil in the world going on. There's a lot of people that are sick mentally, that are not getting help, like, and are being hurt. You know, they're hurting people like this boy right here. And on top of that, he hasn't been served justice or for his family. Just imagine, like, the feeling.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's sad.
Yep. It sure is. We were just talking about with the immigration. You know, somebody rips your child from you. You have at least you have hope that you will see that child again. But when you see your child dead and burnt like that,
Oh no, no, no.
that's a different kind of pain. You know what I'm saying? That is
You cut out again. You cut out. Mm-mm. I hear you now. Wait, I was hearing you now. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
It's coming back. It's coming back.
All right. I don't
can
know.
hear you.
It must be the mic. I'll check it out. It's time to upgrade the computer, ladies and gentlemen.
It's coming back. Wait, look.
How am I sounding? Am I okay? Am I sounding okay now?
Yes.
It's breaking up, but it's coming. Keep.
Okay. Folks in the comments, how am I sounding? Can you guys hear me in the comments?
Guys, comment. What are your thoughts on that picture? How do you feel? Like seeing that? Like, what are your thoughts? Like racism being still real in 2020.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly,
That was
Brian.
not,
That's definitely
he did
murder.
not drown. He did not drown.
Chris' murder looks like murder. That's not drowning unless it happened after his murder. Real talk, she wanted that man, and that is why she killed him. Yes,
Talk about
doctor.
it. Talk about it.
Talk about it. That's real. There is no justice for death for people of color. There really isn't at all. I agree with everything that's going on with everyone with race. It's sad that we're still dealing with this now in 2020. 2020, we still dealing with racism.
And people that claim that slavery and all of that is gone, it's just been modernized, you guys. It has never left. It's been modernized.
Like this election was raised off of race. Like
exactly.
race. I don't understand how Joe Biden got more votes than Obama. That's how I know that the majority of our people, the minority, have voted for that man. And not just to say, I'm just saying it to me, it's playing off race because a lot of Black Lives Matter when it came, like you saw that a lot with voting, but do you hear it now? Have y'all heard anything about Black Lives Matter after the election? I wait. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I'm not the only one.
Crickets.
Okay. So it's just that it's just sad that we are still, dealing with this now.
Yeah. It's sad. It's sad, but you know what I'm saying? Again, one day I hope that when my children are my age, I'm 37, when they're my age, that they do not have to, I hope they never stop by the police. I hope nobody messes with them. I just want them to be safe and just live their life, but.
To be honest, I'm the generation that's being born now. Like, even your daughter, Mia, like this generation now, these kids, they're developing way faster. It will be hard for the government to get by with a lot of things they got by because, like, the internet has all this information. That's why I feel like this is why they're trying to push vaccinations. You don't know what these vaccines are going to do with these kids. You're passing laws to tell them. I know I'm getting a little off subject, but I'm on subject.
No, keep going,
but,
keep going.
These vaccines, like, to me, like, you're passing a law to make a child decide if they want to take a vaccine or not, separate from what their parents or how they were raised or their parents' opinions or their parents' authority is saying, like, no, I don't want my child. You're giving a child the ability to say yes or no if they want to take the vaccines. So they already know, like, they already trying to get ahead of it.
That's right.
They're already trying to get ahead of it. So that's
right.
what I'm saying. Like, it's just a whole agenda nowadays.
It is, and it's wrong.
It's a whole agenda because now, like, kids now, they developing quicker.
You can't make a kid decide, especially a kid that, just doesn't know any better. As a parent, you want to make decisions that are best for your children. And the fact that people that in hospitals, doctors, nurses are allowing kids to make that decision, why?
And this is how I know it's deep.
Why would you go against that?
And this is how I know it's deep. When in the Bible it says a child becomes a cannibal at what, the age 12, right? Am I right? Anyone in the comments can tell me, am I right or not?
Please,
I just want to
yeah.
make sure.
Pastor, please.
Apostle,
Yeah.
pastor, doctor, like, am I right? When is a child held accountable for their actions in the Bible?
12. It's the age of 12.
It's the age of 12. So you don't
Yes.
think it's ironic that they're trying to pass a law for kids at the age 11 or 12 years old to make a decision on whether or not they should be vaccinated or not? Like, come on now. Like,
Well, since we're on that topic,
that's the iron. Like, come on now, people. Like, y'all don't think that's weird? Y'all don't
Olivia,
think that's
you
like a
just
little
said
funny,
something.
little suspicious?
You just said something there, though.
Like, think about it.
You just
Think
said
about
something
it.
there.
They're passing on, like, their government's trying to pass laws, so it has to be some truth behind something. It has to be deeper. And like I said, it's a deeper agenda, and I just want people to be aware. Be aware. If they're not coming at you anymore, they're coming at your kids and future generations. They trying to. Kids are developing way too fast. My 2-year-old niece knows how to work an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
I know adults and older people that still don't know how to work an iPhone.
Exactly.
She's only 2, going on 3, knows how to work an iPhone. How many kids knows how to work technology better than the parents? They know how to they know how to, if they need to make a call, they know how to do this. So, like, to me, like, now it's way deeper. And I think the government knows that as well. Yep. They know that. They're just trying to get ahead.
Yep.
Exactly.
This COVID virus was planned for 20 years. What do you think? That was COVID. We had 20 years. And look at history. And I'm saying Google. I'm not saying like this thing, but Google, this has been a plan, a state agenda. So what do you think they have planned? Like, if they could come up 20 years from now, what's the next plan? Is they trying to get ahead of the game because they know consciously kids are being more aware at a younger age, more aware. It starts with this. They try to get you here first.
Yep, exactly.
Right, Brian. And I agree. Our children are forced to grow up. I do not promote those political vaccines. I do not trust no COVID vaccines. The vaccine I will not take, nor my family. I change your DNA. Exactly.
That's true.
That's true. It changes your DNA. That is so true. As an RN, a child should never make that decision. COVID was talked about since. Thank you.
Where is she? She needs to come on the show too.
Yes.
She needs to come on the show too.
Yes, we need her on the show too. Like, she's stating facts. Thank you.
Yes, Dr. Smallwood. My people are gonna call your people.
Yes.
Exactly.
That's a knowledgeable woman.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And then the fact, like I said, with this race thing, race is never going to end because it's money in that. It's political. It's a political agenda. Right. As a minority in this country, that's exactly how they know how to sell or how to promote or how to program, because a lot of people are still having that slave mentality in this world. It's easy. People can get real angry and easy when you talk about race.
Oh, yeah.
A little simple subject. If someone, I'm sorry, excuse me, but if a white person today said nigger to a black person, it already enrages it. And for the simple fact, I wasn't a slave. I don't know how that feels like, but because history, we've been programming our books as kids. That's what we learned about. But have we ever learned about the black inventors, what black people did in this country? Have we learned about anything from the past with the ancestors and stuff like we don't know that. So we go back to that angry place when we come from God. I mean, not God. Well, we come from God, of course, but as far as people, we were kings and queens, strong. Like, we came from very, very, very strong, historic, beautiful culture. You don't hear much about Africa. When they talk about Africa, they talk about the poor parts, as far as like they try to show that instead of showing the beauty of the overall continent.
Exactly.
It's sad. It's real sad. I really don't think it would ever end unless people really wake up and do their research.
Exactly. And you know what I'm saying? I want to piggyback off what you said, Lydia. You know what I'm saying? I kind of feel the same way as far as someone calling me a nigger.
You get it, do you feel some type of way? Like
Uh,
even like let's just say if you hear a white person, especially in black culture, with the music and that word is loosely said, nigga, nigga, nigga. You hear that in almost any culture. If a white person is singing that song, or any other person that is any other race that is not black, you wouldn't feel offended. You don't feel like a little kind of emotion that doesn't be like, oh,
what,
like
you know
does it?
what I'm saying? Well, okay, so I'll say this. If there's a white guy that has a lot of black friends and he, you know, because you see young white guys that sag their pants and they talk about what up, nigga, what up, nigga, what up. That, in a sense, that doesn't really bother me. When I used to live upstate New York, okay? I was taking pictures of birds, of like ducks, parked my car on the side of the road. White guys in a pickup truck. There had to be 6 of them in the pickup truck. They drive by, they yell, nigger. When that happens, that makes me feel away because there's a malice, and then they could have bad intentions. Like they could have pulled. I was by myself. They could have pulled over and beat the hell out of me or killed me if they really wanted to. You understand what I'm saying? So
But
in
then,
that sense, that bothers me. But just
okay,
a
with
white.
that being said, then why do we call each other that? Like, why is that word still so you like? Is to me, I feel like people should not get offended because our own people call each other that.
Right. The other
It's
day,
just been like, and it's been popularized in the culture. It's been a cultural brand now. Like you hear it
well,
in music. Like
yeah.
to me, and then I know it's real serious when it comes to that because like certain brands, Gucci, they had a whole
Mhm.
thing with the blackface. That one time, like it's just like y'all get offended, but like why y'all getting offended if it's so popularized now?
Right. The other day, I
And
asked the. No, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. That's why I say I feel like when it comes to that, it's like I said, it's agenda because it's used against us because it's an emotional attachment because we still have that slave mentality. Like it was even as kids, we were programmed. Like think about history. When you go in your history books, when they talk about us as a minority, what did we learn about? It was nothing but slavery.
Yeah.
When we did way more for this country. Like there's way more. So like I don't. It's like a catch-22 when it comes to that because I
Yeah.
don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand like why people sometimes get offended, but I do understand as well. But at the same time, that's what I'm saying. It would never die down. Like it has to start with us as a people to change
Well, it doesn't.
overall. And I'm talking about everybody as a whole.
Right. Well, it doesn't seem like that's gonna die down anytime soon because I had a conversation with a friend, and I said, well, I talked to the young guys about pulling up their pants,
Hmm.
and I said, why do the young guys have to keep their pants sagging? He said, well, they're expressing, and it's an expression of like some kind, like they're expressing themselves. So it's the same thing with using the word nigger. They're gonna say, well, it's just an expression.
And that's
So black people are allowed to say nigger, but if you're white, you better not say that word, or you're gonna get your tail whooped.
but see that's where like I say it's a catch-22.
Yeah, and this
It's
it
a catch
doesn't make
22.
sense.
That's why I say it's a never ending cycle. Like as a whole, we have to just come together and do a full change.
Yep, exactly. Dr. Smallwood said, I read the book. I denounce it is being tested on minorities. Race is real. Time out for lying. I will never give up my right. We are a brilliant people. It is offensive. I
It
am
is
offended by my own race saying it. It must present ourselves as we want to be respected and
and
identified.
identify. And I agree with you. I agree with you. I totally agree.
I agree too. I definitely agree with that. Bryant says, I try so hard not to use that word at all. I do say Negro at times, which I know. But those guys in the pickup truck, you have no idea what their intentions were. Exactly. If a white person calls me a nigger, I'm just going to take that as
Offensive, yeah.
Offensive.
he would kill me if he
Hmm.
could. You know, sometimes I think about this, and that's why I'm glad that we have a platform like this They ain't gonna say this on MSNBC or these other places, but I'm gonna say it. When I watch certain white folk, and I have no problem with anybody, okay? I will be friends with anybody, okay? But because we have racism, the way racism works, when I see certain white folks, I look at them, I say to myself, this person is really acting like if they could just, like if I'm crossing the street, if they could just hit me and there would be no repercussion, they would probably just do it. If they could just slap the crap out of that black woman over there that's running her mouth, they would do it if they knew there was no repercussion. Because you see the Karens now, they have the Karens out there. But one thing I like is that these women and men are getting fired from their jobs. You know, they're getting caught on camera, being racist, they're racist rants, and then they work for a corporation, and the corporation is like, hey, that person doesn't represent us. You're fired. I'm sorry. We have to let you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's heavy. That's real life. Like seriously, that's real life. Like years. It's like a like I said, never ending cycle. Like as a whole, like we have to just change as a people.
Yeah.
As a whole, no matter what the race, you have to change as a people.
Yeah,
I feel like that's what society wants. Society wants to divide everybody. So they want to put certain people down. They want that division. They want that because that's what causes war. That's what causes, evil intentions. That's what causes, just negativity in the world. So anything, like you said, it is all a part of money. I mean, from the time that everything started, this was already plotted upon for in your history books. Like you said, they want to make the white man seem like they have made or discovered every historical, story. And it's
Christopher Columbus
and all of these people, like they want to make us believe that the white man, so they make them superior. Then they try to bring everybody else down. But it's always been that way. And they're teaching that to kids. They teach us at a young age. Like you said, that is programming.
It's programming.
Yep, exactly. Dr. Sproul said, I call him a crackerback.
Yeah, give them a taste of their own medicine. Sometimes they don't like it, so people can't take it. When you give them a taste of their own medicine, say it back. They don't like it, so I agree.
Yeah, but you have to say how Dave Chappelle says it. You can't just call him a cracker. Everybody knows how Dave Chappelle says it, right?
You're not doing that.
Yes, for the pastors watching, sorry. No, we gotta keep it real because I'm sure some pastors watch movies that have cursing in it. Come on now.
Be real. We know Jay Chappelle can be a little.
We know what he says. Oh gosh. All right, so we had a good discussion on those hot topics and that major story. So let's just be mindful. You know what I'm saying? If I was gonna give you advice, black men, hey, drive carefully, don't speed, don't give the cops a reason to have to stop you. Women, don't give the police a reason. You can't do nothing about a Karen because they're just going to say something to you just because. So just don't be combative because that's what they want. They want you to be combative. Then they'll call the police, and then the end result is hopefully for them, the police will arrest you or attack you. So sometimes you just ignore people. That's what I do. I ignore people. Hey, I'm not sleeping with you, so you can say what you want to say. Leave me alone. I'm not even going to wait for you to say what you got to say. I'm going to go about my business. I have a Karen that I'm going to turn around, and there's a window over there, and there's a Karen that lives right over there, okay? I have a Karen that lives right next door. She a grandma, too. She about 80-something years old, and she gets on my last nerve. But I ignore her. But when she started talking to my kids are outside playing, and one day she said something to my kids, and I got pissed off. I had to go to her. I said, "Listen, lady, I don't care what disagreement you and I have. Don't." And she's 80 years old, but I had to tell her. I said, "Hey, don't ever talk to my kids ever, please. Okay?
Mhm.
You're gonna." I said this to her. I said, "You're gonna piss me off. Don't talk to my kids." And after that, I called the police. I actually called the police and let them know that she's harassing my children.
Mm. I mean,
'Cause
it be
that's
like
exactly
that.
what they would do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say it'd be like that. That's exactly with no hesitation.
That's why I called. But surprisingly, the police actually knew about her because she's harassed people before. It's like she harasses everybody. But then, the black folks, she really goes hard. But
Like,
she's like a miserable person.
yeah,
I'm
I was
not.
gonna say
I,
misery loves company. Misery
yeah,
loves company. So she's
yeah,
just looking for that little
yeah,
company.
yeah,
To,
yeah. And she's not watching this show. I know that for a fact. So I can talk about it. I could definitely talk about it. She ain't watching. She ain't probably never gonna see this show. And if she does see this show, then I'm gonna call the cops again and say she's stalking me. All right, ain't no way she found this show.
I'm done.
All right, guys.
Keep people in prayer.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
keep people in prayer
yeah,
for
yeah,
real, for
yeah.
real.
Let's pray for her. Pastor
Yeah.
that's on here. Please pray for the Karens of the world. Pray for them that they would get a life, please,
We
please.
just need to pray for the world, period.
Yeah,
Like point
exactly,
blank, period, the end.
exactly. All right, guys, it's that time again.
Yes. So tonight we're gonna talk about one of my most popular service, which is the keratin lash lift. As you can see there, that's the before and after. And what I call the lash lift is like the push-up bra for lashes. It literally lifts and boosts your lashes. Look how beautiful that is. That's her natural lashes,
Oh,
guys.
there's such a
No lash
dramatic change on her.
extensions. That's natural lashes.
Wow, that looks great. I thought they were fake, but now that
No,
you
that's her. Those are her natural lashes.
wow,
What I use with that is our. It has natural ingredients in it. It's not 100% natural because of the folic acid, but it does have things that help promote growth to your lashes. So it does have like keratin, collagen, raw vitamin E oil, amino acids. I did say keratin already.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you keep up with the process, it lasts up to 6 to 8 weeks. And it's literally only takes about 45 minutes to get that look. Look how beautiful that is. Like she has medium lashes. It gets her eyes are popping. Literally,
Yes.
her eyes are like popping out the screen, and those are her natural lashes.
Yes.
Look how beautiful that lift is off her. Like, it's just pretty. There's another one.
Yes.
Pop.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And I also did, it's so crazy in this picture, I also did her brows. I did a brow lamination and tint, and the brow lamination is like a brow lift. It literally extends your brows and make your anyone who has any type of what you call uneasy brows where they like, oh, I hate when my brows don't stay up and they want like that full uniform look. Like brow lamination is another perfect thing that you could do. The keratin lash lift is good for both long or short lashes. It's not a specific lash because some people cannot take lash extensions, which is like sensitivity to the glue, due to the sensitivity of the glue, due to the sensitivity of the tape. So like the keratin lash lift would be a good way alternative to do as far as book with me to do, because it literally gives you that extra boost in your lashes, like literally. And if you keep up with the product, like your lashes will literally grow, because like I said, the things and ingredients that are in what I use are things that promote growth. with your lashes. Like literally. Like look at that. That before and after is pretty too. Like full, her lashes look full, thick, healthy. You could tell like they're not even like, oh my god, it's just beautiful. Like people who likes natural, like a natural looking lash, that I would say the keratin lash lift is perfect for you. Like perfect for you, especially if you are sensitive to like the glue when it comes to lash extensions. Like it's a great alternative, a great service. I highly recommend it. It's very popular, and like I said, it lasts up to 6 to 8 weeks. I won't have to see you for 6 to 8 weeks. Where with lash extensions, you have to come and get your touch up or your refill within the 2 weeks of your first appointment. And it's just more maintenance, where this, you only have to wait 24 to 48 hours of not getting your lashes wet. And after that, you could go about your natural routine and don't have to worry about, lashes falling out or anything like that. As long as you follow my aftercare steps, like it is a wonderful service. I'm telling you, December bookings are open. Book me. I do the latest brows, latest lash trends, like everything. Right now, my holiday specials is showing. That is up until December 25th. So like I said, December bookings are open. Like please book. If you want to set up a consultation, if you have any questions, like just come see me. You could Basement Beauty on Facebook, Basement Beauty on Instagram. Book me. If you have questions, anyone who knows me personally, you could text me. Easy. I am an open book. I have no problem answering any type of questions that you may have about my services. I also do hair. A lot of people don't know I do that. Blowouts are my specialty. I'm all about healthy hair, the integrity of your hair, lashes, brows. I am very passionate about what I do. I'm telling you, you see it in my work. You'll see it when I'm very knowledgeable about what I do. I have certificates about what I do. I work hard for what I do. And I am just letting you know, like, if y'all have any questions, I'm definitely open book. Just book me. You can text me. You can message me, DM me. I am there to answer any beauty questions that you may have regarding any of the services I do offer. And trust me, there's more to come. There's more to come. Stay tuned.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question
Okay.
because the last segment with Kenya, not one man said anything, and this time not one man is saying anything. What about the fellas? Like, what can we do for skincare, our beards? Like, give us something, because you
Okay,
got to
I
have
will.
like a beard
I
cloth
will
or
say this with men with beards, since we're talking about beards. Any area of your beard that you feel is not growing in, you need to get the blood circulation in that beard. So I would suggest constantly brushing, vitamin E oil, raw vitamin E oil. A lot of people do not take vitamins. You'd be surprised what taking a vitamin a day will do for you. You have to train your hair the way you want it to grow. So I will suggest using vitamin E oil. Coconut oil is very light. Find something that is hydrating. Use peppermint oil. Peppermint is natural. So if you're like constantly scratching, peppermint oil will help that. Lavender oil will help that. That is stuff that is gentle. Peppermint oil acts as an antibacterial. It's wintertime. It's wintertime. It's a lot of benefits when it comes to peppermint oil and lavender oil. People don't realize that. Whether stress, headaches, growth, it promotes. So with beards, you want to keep it hydrated. Seriously. And if you want to come see me, I could do a mean, clean brow for y'all. Like, I know men, y'all like to still look manly, but trust me, the ladies do look at your grooming habits. So I would suggest to come see me if you're trying to get you a nice woman, dating, or just want to be on your man, your man manliness. Like, definitely, I'm telling you, the ladies do pay attention. I know I do.
Yes,
how you take care of yourself is how I know.
I want to add to what she was saying, as far as like men should also have self care the same
It's
way
self-care.
women have self care. So The same way, not saying, it's a little bit different because, you are dealing with men as opposed to females, but cleansing, exfoliating, moisturizing your face, keeping your skin clear, drinking water, eating vegetables, fruits, and all of that. It's not just a routine. It's really about, what you're
Lifestyle.
putting in your body, what you're doing on a daily basis in order to stay, clean and let that result come from the inside out.
Exactly. Like Kenya was saying, like a scrub. I will suggest that Shea Moisture has a great beard line. I live by that. I love that product because they use a lot of natural ingredients. If that's something you want to do, because it gives you the scrub, the beard oil, the beard wash, like it gives you a whole routine. And I'm telling you, guys, if that's something that if you trying to get that beard in, like I said, get that blood flowing, brush, constantly brush and get it flowing. Try to use a lot of natural. Exactly.
The only reason this is not touching my face because this is my dog's brush.
But I'm just saying, get one. I'm serious. I'm so serious. Like, there's literally beard brushes out there. Like, literally, there's a brush for beards. Like, literally, if you find a scrub, like, get that circulation going.
There's nothing
Get the blood
you can't
flow
find
going.
nowadays. There's nothing that you cannot find as far as like beauty or self-care, anything you can think of. It's out there. It's out there.
Yeah. Exactly.
So maybe, I don't know, Lydia, maybe we might have to come out with something for the fellas.
I mean, maybe we should. I mean, we're knowledgeable. Why not?
Come on now.
I feel like a collaboration coming on. Look, a collaboration coming on. I feel it. Like I said, guys, stay tuned. It's only the beginning.
Yes, it's only the beginning. Do your thing. Make that money,
I'm saying.
All right, so no, go ahead.
No, I was just that's basically what I'm saying. Like, I know like a lot of guys, like when it comes and it doesn't even have to be the beard, like even on your head. Like after you get a haircut, use like natural stuff in your hair to help promote, give it that healthy shine. You'd be surprised what a lot of things do. And then like Kenya was saying too, it's not always it's definitely product, but it's also like what also you putting in your body. Like people don't understand like the way you eat and the habits that you pick up what you're eating does affect you. It does do something to you.
Yeah. All right. Anybody need some advice? Anybody out there? Do you need some advice? It doesn't matter what it is. If you feel comfortable sharing it, you can share it. If you don't want to share it today, you can send us an email at blacknewsundisputed@gmail.com, and we will answer give you some advice on next week's episode. But if you have a question, if you're going through something, if you want to vent, we'll take a few minutes and hear you out and give you our opinion. Just putting it out there.
Yes, comment below.
And Dr. Smallwood says, good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. She enjoyed the topics.
Thank you. Hope to see you again.
Yes. She says, I have a problem with the lash weight, and they start itching.
As far as what do you mean by lash weight? Elaborate more on what you mean by like lash weight.
Talking about actual lashes, like
that's what I'm saying. Like, are you saying like strip lashes?
And while she's coming back on, she said, take care of them feet, man.
Okay.
Hey, yes, doctor. I like her keeping it real.
Hold on. She said they're heavy.
Okay, I would suggest to do mink lashes. Mink lashes tend to be lighter in the weight. They also more reusable. So that was something I would suggest to look into as far as quality wise. Find the right brand. Usually Kiss is light. Kenya MUA lashes. She's definitely, those lashes are definitely like, don't feel like you have them on when you're wearing them. I definitely wearing some right now. But I would suggest like definitely like a mink lash. Definitely mink lashes. Because I know
Or
exactly what you mean. Some of them are
lash
thick.
lift will work.
Yeah, like some of them are thick. And then the band is thick. It's not flexible. You want to look for, like, when you looking for strip lashes, you want to find something that is lightweight in thickness, and or definitely on the strip. You want something that says more than 25 uses out of it. You have to look at quality in the product and the brand. Like, trust me on this, y'all. Like, you have to really pay attention when you're purchasing your strip lashes. And I would definitely say look at stuff that says reusable. You want it to be at least 25 plus as far as reusable. Okay? 25 plus as far as reusable. Because that means it's light. It's not going to be heavy. It's going to be easy. It's bendable. It's going to be reusable.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody have any questions in the comments? Any advice? You need any advice? We will put out a post letting people know that they can send us questions if they need advice, if they have a question, if they're going through something, if they got a boyfriend that's not acting right, a girlfriend that's not acting right, if they got a kid that's not acting right. Should you spank your child? Should you not spank your child? Whatever the case is, let us know. My wife don't cook. My boyfriend drinks too much. Whatever, he plays video games too much. Whatever it is, tell us about it, and we'll give you our opinion. All right. So with that being said, last statements, please. Lydia, do you have a last statement for tonight?
All I can say is December bookings are now open. Book me at Banks Made Beauty on my Facebook page. Like I said, I take DMs, text messages if you know my number. I do post it on my page if you have any questions, if you want to set up a consultation. Like I said, my services are open. If you have any like questions regarding that or anything like that, like I am very knowledgeable what I do. I worked hard. I got my certificate, so I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to beauty. And also like tonight's topic, I just want people just be aware, don't fall so quickly, and be, follow like sheep with no shepherd. Like, just like, please pay attention, stay focused, be mindful, healthy, follow protocol, and just remember, pick God first and walk by faith, not by sight.
Yeah.
All right. And remember, when y'all booking Miss Lydia Banks, remember her cash app is Banks Made Beauty. All right.
Yes.
Sometimes y'all could just drop a little something in there,
Just a little. If you want to bless me, I
You know what
receive
I'm
it.
Yeah, put it in there. You gotta put a little something in there. I know she has good quality and good quality products, and she takes pride in what she does, and she loves what she does. It's not just about.
Love. I'm very passionate.
Yeah. Yep. You're gonna get quality, and you can bank on that. All right.
Bank on it.
All right, Kenya. Tell the people what you want to tell them.
If you guys are interested in any of the products that were shown today, you could reach me at my Facebook page, my business page, or my Instagram business page. It's Kenya MUA on Facebook, and Instagram is Kenya MUA Beauty. You can DM me if you want to purchase any of the products, or if you're interested in makeup services, just message me and we can, go ahead, figure out dates. I do want to thank you guys as well for having me here today. I did enjoy our conversation, our talks, our topics. I enjoyed everybody engaging.
Yes.
And I just want to leave the people here with this, as far as everything that we've been talking about, just trust in God that we're going to go through and see so many things in this world. But as long as we trust in Him, it will all be all right. Everything must work out for our good.
Amen. Amen.
A good word. A good word.
Yes. I agree. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody that was in the comments. Dr. Smallwood, Bryant, Miss
Apostle.
Warren, Apostle, Pastor, everybody, Joan. I'm just looking through everybody. John, Damien. I didn't even know you were here, Damien. Everybody, Sean, everybody that was here
Everybody,
tonight.
thank
Thank
you
you
for
so
tuning
much. Thank you so much. We've been on here for an hour and 49 minutes.
Woo! That's a good discussion there. That was some good tea.
Yeah, it was. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to donate, if you would like to partner with us here at Black News Undisputed, even if you're just buying us a cup of coffee, and not even a cup of coffee in 2020, a cup of coffee in 1995 was probably $1. You know what I'm saying? You would donate $1, partner with us, $1, $2, whatever you want to give. It doesn't matter. Our Cash App is Undisputed Pro for Black News Undisputed. Every dollar that you give helps to continue this work. You know what I'm saying? So we can go out there and go into the field and talk to the people. This platform was created to allow people to let their voices be heard. All right, so it takes money. I'm not getting paid to do this. The two young ladies next to me, they are not getting paid to be on here right now. So it takes sacrifice. I'm not doing it for money, but some money would help. You know what I'm saying? The live streaming software we use to bring you this kind of content costs, it's not free. All right, guys. So if you'd like to partner with us here at Black News Undisputed, our Cash App is Undisputed Pro. Oh, and that's supposed to be $sign. I forgot to put the $sign. Undisputed Pro. All right, guys? And remember, drop something in Banks Made Beauty. All right? $sign Banks Made Beauty. Drop something in there. $2, $5, $10, $20, whatever you got. Cash at $sign Mama Mia for Kenya. $5, $2, $10. She has a child too. Pampers, milk, all of that kind of stuff for kids. It's not cheap. Drop something in there, guys. All right, guys. We put money in for everything else. I know some men that have OnlyFans accounts paying $10, $20. I did investigate to see how much it costs. So if you could give them women, come on now. You got some two beautiful ladies on here tonight giving knowledge, you know what I'm saying, giving up their time, and drop something on it, all right? That's all I got to say. I ain't begging. I'm just saying, drop something on it, all right, guys?
Yes.
All right. Yes. All right, guys. Oh, hello.
Yes, Ma. Thank you, Ma.
Thank you, Miss Banks.
Yes, Miss Banks, how you doing? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Not sure if you caught the whole thing, but you can watch the replay and leave all your comments, and we'll read them during the week. All right. So thank you so much again. We appreciate everyone that joined us tonight for the Unedited Podcast. I am your host, Andre Ajaho, along with my co-host, Lydia Banks, and our special guest, Kenya Ortega.
Kenya MUA Beauty.
Yes.
Great show. I love it.
Yes. And as I always say, yes, thank you so much. And as I always say, when there's no justice,
there's no peace.
No peace. See ya.